Okay, we're at W2. Who are you?
I'm Erwin Ostindi, and I'm the Executive Director of W2.
And the life force behind this operation, right?
People-powered, 180 volunteers, producing the first ever social media center for an Olympic Games, and this is like an experiment.
So how long have you been working to make this a reality?
I think we've been aware of this for 7 years, obviously, since the bid phase. We're in the inner city of Vancouver, the poorest neighborhood of Canada, and so we're really interested in things like the digital divide. Whose stories are heard, whose stories aren't heard, and hey, Olympics. It's a little party in a small town, but hey, let's make use of this party and let's see what we can do and see how people want to tell this story, both as individual citizens or people concerned about their neighborhood, or maybe it's visitors who are coming to town who don't get access to the media centers because the media centers don't know how to accredit people.
Yep.
And so, ironically, the media centers from the government and from Vancouver are actually sending people here because they don't know how to accredit bloggers. So, hey, we love bloggers. Come to W2.
So who specifically is going to be using the space during the games?
I think anybody, like, it could be someone from Norway who's got a blog, who loves skiing. And the BC government's media center is like, well, you got some blog and you got some weird things on there, and we know you got lots of followers, but we don't really know what your target audience is and why you're doing your thing. And like, so we don't care what people write about. We care that people write. We care about people being guaranteed access. And in an Olympic Games like this, we're more interested in the fact that, you know, communication is a human right. And while, you know, frankly, I have a background in marketing, so I understand the industry, but monetizing people's access to tell their story is fundamentally problematic. And so there's a business model plan that's maybe counter the interests of the marketplace, but it's also, of course, opportunities in this new paradigm. And we're looking at, you know, I think we're at the forefront of that new paradigm in providing an infrastructure piece. This is a physical infrastructure, a manifestation of the internet. The internet is not chaos, the internet is networked, and this building is networked. So we're looking at multi-platform storytelling. We're not just video, we're not just audio, radio, satellite. It's about using different tools in different situations.
So what's your biggest hope for the results that come out of doing this at W2 during the 2010 Games?
I guess a proliferation of voices, that different voices are heard, and that with all due respect to the rights holders and the billions of dollars that are being spent on this project, it's really about whose story is told and are there audiences listening. And when you break it down to that, it's quite simple. We're not trying to manage the story, we're simply trying to enable the story.
So do you think Vancouver has something to teach the world about this?
Well, I think this is the first and last time it will be an independent social media center. And so W2 is really proud of this role. In China, the state wouldn't allow it, and I think London 2012 won't allow the non-monetization of this. So this is an interesting moment where Vancouver wouldn't understand, wouldn't take responsibility for this. And so people in the community are stepping up and taking responsibility for it, because London 2012, they'll have learned the lessons from Vancouver 2010, and it won't be independent, it'll be fully embedded. So it's exciting to be part of this independent process.
That's great. Well, congratulations.